Isolation Protocol Day 104? I think, yeah, maybe day 104. I think. Who knows? Uh, it's Sunday. Maybe it's 103. I don't know. Um, Maybe it could be 105. Whatever. Um, yeah, it is Sunday, June 28th. It is very late in the evening. Uh, I got caught up reading a book. I tell you that Andy Peloquin, he's going to kill me. I start reading his books. I say, I'll just read 2, 3 chapters, and 2, 3, 5 hours later, it's like I come up from air for air. Yeah, his books are exciting. A lot of stuff happens, a lot of character development and intrigue and battles, and his books are epic. I know I have spoken about him several times before, but yeah, if you have not read anything by Andy Peloquin yet, do it. You really need to do it. His books are awesome. He just has a natural way with words. That and he speaks several languages, so yeah, he's a natural way with words in any language. Where are we going to start with today? Dogs have been behaving. The reason I did come up for air from reading Andy's book is it's one of the Heirs of Destiny books, by the way, is because the dogs started climbing all over me. Yeah, there's Honey Bear right next to me, pressed up with her back pressed up against me to protect her while she's staring at the door because she hears the explosions and fireworks starting already. The sun went down probably about 10 minutes ago, so it's still fairly light out, so it's not too bad. But yeah, in the next hour or so, it's going to get really bad. So I want to hurry up and get this finished and start uploading it so that I can give the dogs their calming treats and maybe take one myself. No, I got to finish reading Andy's book. Let's see, what else? Yesterday, I already opened it. Yes, I kind of took a quick peek, but did not actually pull it out. Got the Knitcrate pseudo box. Uh, June 2020 is Getaway. Sensory delights await you on the horizon. Rich spices, strongly painted hues, softer clay, stone, alabaster, so on and so forth. Okay. Again, you have to go download your own copy of the patterns. They don't come with the patterns, which I find extremely disappointing because I have a very difficult time doing patterns off of any type of electronic device. I really need paper so that I can make notes, change things, circle stuff that I like, and okay, it's purple. Feels like cotton. It's the exact shade of purple. Cotton and linen and lyocell. See, 34% cotton, 35% linen, 19% lyocell, 11% nylon. 100 grams, 351 yards. Machine wash gentle, lay flat to dry. Audine wools, definitely not wool though. And it's an interlock yarn that's chain spun. Pardon my horrible it's very thin too. I've been picking at my nail polish instead of going out and actually just taking it off. So don't look. Yeah, chain spun, very thin. Looks absolutely identical to the Audine Wool's wool that I got a few months ago from Knitcrate. Yeah, I'm starting to get really disappointed and disillusioned with Knitcrate. Oh, something else in there. a disc of pins. Yep, straight plastic-headed sewing straight pins. You know, I practically sew for a living, so I've got probably about 1,000,000 of these. Yeah, not going to use those. They're just going to sit around until I drop them or break them, and I just dropped my fortune cookie, pardon me. Yeah, landed on top of my shoe. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm very disappointed with Knitcrate. Today is the 28th, which gives me about 1 day to cancel my Knitcrate subscription. I'm not going to do it anymore. Yeah, I may look at the July sneak peek, and if there's something that I really want, I may go one more month. But it's like books. When I read a book and realize that I don't like the book, I will give it one more chapter, maybe two if they're very short chapters, to turn around and catch my attention again. And oh, that's tickling the back of my neck. And if the book doesn't turn around and recapture my attention and make me like it within a chapter or two, I put it down. Life is too short to read bad books. And even though this is probably very nice yarn, it doesn't really feel that nice. Feels kind of harsh, actually. Um, the color, like I said, is identical to a wool one that they gave us recently. Not, I'm not that into purple. I have a lot of purple in my wardrobe, but it's a mild, just slight accent color. Most of my stuff is green or orange. You can't tell, it looks like it's black, but my shirt, let me pull it up without exposing anything, is actually butterfly wings. So yeah, I'm wearing butterfly wings with a black top. Uh, yeah, I'm really disillusioned with Knitcrate. Uh, I still like um, Darn Good Yarn. They give you so many points with everything that you do, including with the subscription boxes, that it's almost like getting 2 boxes for the price of one, because you get so many really nice items with the bonus points. Every once in a while, they will have a huge clearance sale where they'll clear out all kinds of samples and stuff, and I will go in and use all my bonus points and stock up on all kinds of fun and completely unique items. I also like that Darn Good Yarn is um, very eco-friendly and socially responsible. They hire people who probably will not be able to have jobs otherwise. Um, Disabled men and people, single mothers in India, in rural areas of India. When my brother was there, he said, if you are a single female with children, and your family won't take care of you, you're out of luck. He was going up in the mountains on um, a dirt road, and came across a whole bunch of women just kneeling down on the ground on the dirt, picking up rocks and lining them up on the edge of the road. That was their job. They were single mothers or single women who had no other recourse. And if you're out in the cities are different. He said the cities are very modern, um, fairly modern. But out in the rural areas, women just are not allowed to work, really. And if you are starving, you clean off the dirt roads and stuff like that in exchange for a little bit of food. So yeah, I really feel like Darn Good Yarn is doing a lot of good to help those people in India who in the rural areas are not otherwise able to work. So what? Oh, Salisbury got into the recycling. I knew I should have taken it out. What? He's sitting there with the plastic wrapper that came around the sausages that I had this morning. Sitting there with it in his mouth, looking at me with that goofy grin that only that kind of dog can do. Yeah. Okay, so books, yarn, dogs, fortune cookie. Let's go ahead and do the fortune cookie since it's still sitting in my hand. And, oop, there we go. And it says, I hope it was right side up. Now is a time for a new collection or hobby. Okay, exactly what I was thinking. Because, yep, totally finished. I was a little bite. Totally finished with Girl Unseen. Sent that off to my daughter. She's printing it out. Uh, she's going to go through it for a quick content edit and then pass it off to someone else for the same. I like to do it that way because then all the notes are on one copy. And let's see, that gives me probably 4, 5, 6 weeks to write another book. Can I write another book in 6 weeks? If I really try, really work hard on it. So that will be it. My new hobby, quote hobby, will be a new book. I've got notes on probably 100 different story ideas, and I've got several books that are very, very close to being finished. So I will need to decide in the next day or two which one of those I am going to do. Salisbury, what the heck are you chewing on? Oh, we found a bone. Okay, Salisbury story. Yep, another crazy dog story. Salisbury likes to so-called bury bones, toys, whatever he feels like hiding under the coffee table. He thinks we don't know. Yep, sometimes Honey Bear will be wandering around and she'll stick her head under the coffee table, come out with a bone, and then take off with it like she knows she's not supposed to touch it. She knows it's his. If I'm missing something, I will look there, and it's usually there. Uh, I was looking, gosh, I can't remember what it was I was looking for. Oh, I was fixing one of my daughter's face masks. I was replacing the elastic, and I needed to get up for a minute, came back, and the mask was gone. So was the pin cushion, the needle, everything. Looked all over, thought maybe it fell underneath the couch cushions because I was sitting on the couch to sew it. Couldn't find it anywhere, and then thought Salisbury must have taken it. I had stuck it inside of a bag, and the bag was lying on the ground when I came back. So Salisbury must have smelled something in the bag. Yeah, it was the bag that my daughter had carried burritos in or something, and then she put the stuff in it that I needed to sew. So he probably stuffed his nose in there and was snorfing around and smelled her mask and took off with her mask. And I found it in his hidey hole, along with 2 skeins of yarn that I didn't realize yet that I was missing. They are from multi-skein projects, so when I ran out of yarn, I would have noticed at that point that I didn't have enough yarn. So I had some yarn, the pin cushion, the face mask, the needle that was in the face mask. Glad he didn't stab himself in the mouth. A bottle of nail polish. This nail polish, which is why it only has one coat on it. The base coat and then the red, and then it disappeared, and I just started picking it off. All kinds of fun stuff in there. A book, a paperback book, missing the front cover. That's all right. It's not one of my good independent indie author books. It's just a regular trade paperback book. All kinds of fun stuff on it. A knitting needle, 3 hairbrushes. I kept saying, I know I've got hairbrushes around here somewhere. 3 of them under the table. Stuff like that. Yeah, he likes to hide stuff in there, and he buries them all in clothes that he takes out of the laundry, blankets that he pulls off of his bed. So it's a mess. I just pulled it out, cleaned it out, threw one blanket back in and his bones and toys, and he just pulled a bone out of it. So yeah, crazy dog. Uh, Isolation protocols. That's where I was going to go next. Things have started to reopen. Uh, Carrie was out driving around patrolling the area and pulled into the parking lot where we used to go play bingo before all of this isolation stuff happened. And there were cars in the parking lot. And she says, "Oh, that's interesting. There were people in the cars." Okay. There were people walking up and down waving their hands at people in the cars. Interesting. Then she realized they're playing bingo. The bingo games are open, but you stay in your own car and it's done by Zoom. Bingo Zoom. Zoom bingo? Whatever. And when people got a bingo, they would honk their horns. Yeah. So that would be a lot of fun to do. The horn on my car doesn't work, but I can scream like the best of them. But yeah, instead of, four people at a small folding table and tables crammed in so tight that you can't walk between them, you're actually bumping chairs with the person behind you. Yeah, they used to be really crowded games. They're now doing it in the parking lot, and you stay in your car. Salisbury, what the heck are you? Oh, he's going back to his hidey hole. Guess he wants to find another bone. What? Please don't knock the blinds off the door. He's going to climb up on me, so it's time for me to stop. All right. So yeah, things are starting to reopen, and very differently, but they're opening. We are having another slight upturn in the number of cases of the virus around here, so I don't know how long things are going to be staying open, but yeah, I'm going to go play bingo next week. No, not next week. They're not doing it next week because it's 4th of July weekend. I'll be playing bingo in 2 weeks. I can last 2 weeks to play bingo. I've lasted 100 and almost 108 days since the last time I played bingo, because that was the last thing I did before the shutdown was I played bingo. All right, well, I better go because it's getting too long, and I will catch you not tomorrow. I don't think I'll have time to do one tomorrow, but definitely on Tuesday for another reading. Probably not from Girl Unseen, probably from some other story that I'm working on. All right, bye.